Hey vinyl community and new wavers, welcome to Vinyl New Wave. This is Shad. As I was going through this week, trying to decide what it was I wanted to talk about in this week's video, I was kind of going down my list of all my different ideas, and I kept saying, no, not that one, not yet, not that, not yet, not yet. There are a lot of them that I've got maybe a purchase that I want to make before I do it, on the purchase on the radar, or I just not sure exactly how I want to address the topic yet. So I just decided that instead I'll just do a pile of records out of my recent purchase pile that I haven't listened to yet, that I got to listen to and file away. These have come, I've purchased these over the last 2 or 3 months. So let's go with it. There's about 11 records here. So the first one is a 12-inch single by a band called OL, and the song is called OL itself. It's a little dancey British record. It is on 88 Records. This is actually a cover of an old Fleetwood Mac song. I didn't even know that until I was putting this into Discogs and kind of stumbled upon that little tidbit of information. So kind of a cool little dance tune from late 80s there. This next one is from the mid 90s. It's been on my list for a while, and I was kind of surprised to see it sitting on the shelf, sitting in the racks at my local store a couple weeks ago, so I picked it up. It is Everything But the Girl, Missing, the bootleg mixes. So these are the mixes by Todd Terry, and and it's on this cool blue vinyl. These are the remixes that really kind of thrust Everything But the Girl into popularity in that last half of the 90s. They've been around forever, but when Todd Terry did this remix, this song just got massive amounts of airplay and massive amounts of club play, and I think really changed the direction of Everything But the Girl. Their album after this one, after the album that this was on, was actually a lot more electronic than previously. It's a great record. Everything But the Girl is a great band. I don't have a ton from them, just a couple of the CDs and CD singles from the later albums. The earlier albums have eluded me so far, but I was glad to pick up that 12-inch. Next is the 12-inch single for Dancing with Tears in My Eyes by Ultravox. This was another one that's been on my want list for quite a while. I love Midgear's voice on this song. Midgear's voice in all of Ultravox's songs is just amazing. But this one, for some reason, I just love it a little bit more. I think more because of where I was when I first heard it and got involved with it. So I'm really happy to pick this one up. It's in pretty good condition. There's no ring wear or anything on the cover, so it's in pretty good shape. This next one is a promo from Stiff Records from Ian Dury and the Blockheads. It is Hit Me With Your Rhythm Stick. Great little tune from Ian Dury and the Blockheads. I love that one, so when I saw that I had to pick it up. And moving on to some albums, but keeping with the Ian Dury and the Blockheads theme, I picked up Do It Yourself, the album from Ian Dury and the Blockheads. I was and one of the little special thing that came with this, it's a gold stamped promo. You can see right there. I don't get the deal with gold stamp promo. I've had them for 30 years. I've had different gold stamp promos. They're just the same record with a gold stamp on the back. I don't see why people get all that excited about them. They, to me, it means one of two things. Either it didn't get any play or it got a ton of play. So it doesn't look like this one got much play because it's in really good condition. But as part of this promo, it came with a 7-inch of Hit Me With Your Rhythm Stick. So I actually got 2 copies of Hit Me With Your Rhythm Stick within a week and a half of each other. So I'm pretty excited about that. Really like that song. Really been getting into Ian Dury and the Blockheads lately. So next is from the B-52's Whammy. This has some good hits like Legal Tender, Whammy Kiss, and Song for a Future Generation. Glad to have this one, add this to my B-52's collection. I've been slowly building that and up. Finding B-52's albums in decent condition has proven to be not impossible, but difficult. I've gotten a few of the reissues of the later albums, but some of the earlier albums I've been just picking up. If I find a good copy, I'll pick it up. And this was one of them. The next one is one that I was actually really happy to find. And it's in just really great condition. It's Dead or Alive's Sophisticated Boom Boom. This is pre-Stockman Atkin Waterman days, so it doesn't have that 120 BPM pound, 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 pound sound. It's a little more varied, but definitely got some good dance tunes. They've got their cover of Casey and the Sunshine Bands, That's the Way I Like It, What I Want, Misty Circles, I'd Do Anything. Just some really great tunes on this one. I had it on CD forever, but I just never found it on vinyl, so I'm happy to pick this one up. One thing that you'll find as we go through my video making process is that I really like Dead or Alive, and as a teenager I really loved Dead or Alive. I bought a ton of records from Dead or Alive. I have some pretty cool stuff, some pre-Dead or Alive, some picture discs, some shape picture discs, some Japanese pressings. So I've got some pretty cool stuff. I'll be doing a Dead or Alive themed video here at some point, but for now, Sophisticated Boom Boom. Happy to pick that one up. Now this one I got at a record store up an hour north of me. I was up there for a different purpose and saw a record store and decided to duck in. I had my twins with me, my 14-year-old twins, and while they looked at Kanye West records, I picked up Screaming Blue Messiah's Bikini Red, featuring the song I Want to Be a Flintstone. Now that's probably the only song I know by the Screaming Blue Messiahs, and probably the only song that most people know by the Screaming Blue Messiahs. And it's a great tune. I was stoked to find this one was still shrink wrapped, factory sealed. It just has the cutout here, but it is in mint condition. It's in perfect condition. So I'm excited to listen to this one. I haven't gotten to it yet. This next one I actually already have, but I don't have it on limited edition colored vinyl. This is an Australian, I believe, pressing of Icehouse's Man of Colors on red vinyl. This is a great album. It's got Crazy, Electric Blue, Man of Colors, My Obsession, some really great, some of their probably Icehouse's best tunes. Can't go wrong. The wife loves this album, so the wife acceptance factor is pretty high on this one. So I felt pretty comfortable paying a little more for this one. I think I paid around $10 for it. So, but I was really stoked to find that. I thought it was pretty cool. And next I've got I picked these next couple up in North Carolina at Lunchbox Records when I was there in North Carolina in Charlotte. This is the Dazzle Ships album from OMD, featuring Telegraph. That's probably the big one off of here, but it's a great album. And this is a nice original pressing. It's got the die cut holes in the sleeve, and it's in really good condition. So, cheers to OMD. And finally, I picked up Underneath the Radar from Underworld. This is another one that I've had on CD forever and just never found a decent copy on vinyl, so I hadn't had it up until now. But this is in pretty immaculate shape. Really great band. Underworld is actually a band that has reinvented themselves a few times during their career. This is kind of their more rocky with electronic elements sound, and I love it. They did 2 albums, this one Underneath the Radar, and then also Change the Weather. I have that one already, as well as all the 12-inch singles I think from them. I'm going to do another video on these guys because they've got an interesting story and some other interesting things about them. So, but I'm glad to have that one, Underneath the Radar. Great song on a great album. That's it for today. I still have probably another 20 or 30 records up in my to-do pile, but I don't want to make my videos too long, so I'll split it up and I'll do another video maybe like later in the week or next week with those. And by all means, if you like my videos, if you like the records that I'm showing, the new wave stuff, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you know when the next time I release a video is. And until then, keep spinning.